fried aubergines. Welcome to another episode of Yummzy recipes. Before we start, can I please ask you, if you're watching this and if you follow our channel, make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you subscribe and tell your friends about us. With your support, that's the only way we can keep on going. So please, like, comment, subscribe. Now, that part is out, let me tell you, we're making fried aubergines today. However, we're actually making them in the oven. So it's healthy fried aubergines. Now, few things to share about this recipe. First of all, it's so easy to make. You just need to pre-plan for it, and everything else is easy. By pre-plan, I mean, I cut the aubergines diagonally and I sprinkled them with salt and left them in the fridge for an extra half an hour. You can do that even for up to overnight. Whether you leave them for half an hour or overnight, make sure you sprinkle the salt because that tends to make them a little bit firmer and that tends to take away some of the bitterness and add flavor to it. The other thing you need to know about this recipe is if you don't like the way I made it in the oven, in a kind of oven fried kind of manner, you can still fry it the normal way. All you need to do is just dip the aubergine, as you will see we do in our mix of breadcrumb, well, gluten-free, low-carb and keto breadcrumb, and simply put it in the frying pan. Now, there are other ways of frying it as well, air fryer, you name it, so see which way you prefer. We like the grill option because it's much healthier and it uses less oil. Let's go to the kitchen and get started, guys. This is one of my favorite recipes, especially if you include a little bit of garlic, which is optional in the ingredients below. So this is our breadcrumb mix. You can actually see what we use to keep it keto, gluten-free, and low carb, and obviously vegan. Now, there are two ways of doing this. One way is to sprinkle this on the tray. And by sprinkling it, I mean literally just throwing it around, moving it around, and then you can put the aubergine straight on it. The other way of doing this is to actually dip the aubergines one by one and then put them here. Now, we will do the dipping option for a couple of them just for you to see. But in the interest of time, I will whiz through and do the other option that I mentioned. So this is me doing dipping option, and then because I already sprinkled it everywhere, I'm just going to lay the aubergines in there. So this is now the aubergines laid upwards. Now I will need to sprinkle more of my breadcrumbs, the non-bread breadcrumbs. Now, keto community, of course, you might want to use your own kind of breadcrumbs, and I'm aware there are a lot of different types of breadcrumbs out there that are keto but not necessarily vegan, or maybe if you're vegan you want just high carb breadcrumbs. You can choose your choice of what you'd like. I like this option, and actually I add a bit of garlic to it because it gives my aubergines a bit of a garlicky flavor. You don't need to add salt to it because if you remember, we've kept it in salt overnight. This is done now. You can be generous and add more, or if you just prefer it with less crumbs, no pressure in adding any more. Next step is to spray some oil. And remember I said we're doing not shallow frying, not deep frying. We're actually doing it on the grill. So I am spraying it with oil to reduce the amount of oil I use. Now, as I mentioned earlier, you can fry it whichever way you prefer. This is now ready to go into the oven, and it will be at 155 degrees to 170 degrees, depending on how strong your oven is. And this will need about 25 to 30 minutes, again depending on how strong your oven is. Healthy fried aubergines. Here we go. Healthy fried aubergines. Here we go. This is actually so good. What I would have done different would be to add a little bit more garlic, and maybe next time I will actually try it with a bit of garlic paste rather than garlic powder. However, it's perfect. It's very moist in the middle but crispy on the outside. If you want it crispier, of course, you can just turn it over while it's in the oven. So instead of putting it for half an hour on one side, you can put it 20 minutes on one side, turn it over, and put it 20 minutes on the other side. Enjoy, guys, and let me know if you try your recipe with hummus, or not. Hummus is more vegan, not low carb, but if you try it with your favorite dip, let me know what dip you try and how you made it. Enjoy and share this video with your friends. Fried aubergines, healthy style. Now let's dig into this. Oh, it's hot. It's hot. Okay, I need water.